Welcome back everyone, Melissa here. Tonight we're going to tell you a little story of how this chainsaw will help change the world.
It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see. It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see. It's gonna be a fine day today for you and me. It's gonna be a fine day today, just wait and see.
This is a brand new Stihl MS 261 chainsaw. This is a Pro Series saw. I pronounce it Stihl, by the way. Some people say Stihl.
My friend Rini from Germany pronounces it Stihl.
Yeah, Stihl, right? Is that how she says it?
Stihl.
We did a video a while back. Rini owns a axe throwing business, which that was a lot of fun. We'll put that video up above if you didn't see that one. But yeah, she pronounces it Stihl. But this saw is a 50.2 cc chainsaw. Fantastic little firewooding saw. It only weighs in at 10.8 pounds. Really nice saw. But that's not really what this video is about. We're going to kind of tell you the story about this chainsaw. And the story is just really starting because it's a brand new saw. So like I said, this is a Pro Series saw. And most of the parts for this saw came from Germany. Now it says built in the US, but I know the bar says made in Germany, and I think a lot of the parts came from Germany. So it started in Germany and then went to Virginia Beach. And then from there, it came to Pennsylvania. And we got this just this past Saturday. Now we won't even have this saw for a week because this weekend, it's going to Michigan.
All right, now if you want to know why Michigan, Union, Michigan, this weekend is Buckinstock. And if you haven't heard of Buckinstock, Buck and Billy Ray has his own YouTube channel. Go check it out, Buck and Billy Ray Smith. He does tree felling, a lot of power saws, great guy. And he is having Buckinstock this weekend in Union, Michigan, and Outdoors with the Morgans are going, and we're taking this chainsaw, donating it to the cause of where the money is being raised for Buckinstock.
Yeah, it'll be raffled off.
At-risk kids.
Yeah, they're gonna raffle this saw off and a couple other ones as well.
Yeah.
And so we're pretty excited about that.
Fun event. Yeah, super excited.
And I talked to Buckin the other day, we were texting. I said, hey, I got the saw for Buckinstock to be raffled off, and he was very appreciative of that. And then I texted him yesterday and I'm like, you know what, I'd like to bring it all shiny and brand new. Hasn't even had fuel put in it, nothing. And I said, but really we should probably break it in, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that this evening and break this thing in, run some fuel through it, and then we're gonna talk more about this saw. Not the specs, not anything about it, but about the story of this chainsaw. And you know, this is pretty deep right here. It is. I'm usually not this much of a thinker, but when you think of how this all works out, you know, like I said, this thing came from Germany to Virginia Beach to Pennsylvania. After that, in Michigan, I have no idea where it's going to go. Wow. But we have a lot to talk about. But in the meantime, I'm going to fuel this thing up, head over the other hill. I got some really nice cherry poles over there to cut up. I'll save a couple saw logs and cut a boatload of firewood. If you didn't see that last video, I'll put it up above. But yeah, I skidded some real big long cherries out there, blowdowns. And we're going to cut them up this evening with this.
Nice.
Look at that. Brand new, never any fuel put in it. You got a new hat, didn't you, Melissa?
I got a new hat. It's a new used hat.
Where'd you get it at?
Second-hand store.
It's pretty nice, actually. I like it.
That's where I get everything.
I hope I don't, nothing worse than spilling. The fuel's usually okay.
I love the smell of it.
The bar oil is what you usually pour all down the side.
Love the smell. What do you think? I don't know.
Whoa.
So you know I have a meeting at 7, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you today.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'm gonna go cut some wood.
All right, I'm gonna go finish dinner.
All right. So a brand new saw. I wonder how many pulls it'll take. Seven. First leg of kit. We'll go cut some wood. You see what I did there? That's a big heavy log right there. I don't know, that's probably 23, 24 feet long. That far end there I'm going to save for a saw log for the wood miser. This end I'm going to cut for firewood. I just brought it up here closer to the trailer. But I set that far end there on that log over there because when you're cutting this end off, you know, you got those big long ones, just a tractor with a grapple. You got to be careful you don't twist your loader frame. So setting it on that side over there as I'm cutting off over here, it's going to keep it from wanting to twist. The reason I'm not saving this for a saw log, it's got that crook in there, plus it's only 13 inches in diameter at this end. But that bottom section down there, that'll be pretty nice. I'll save that one for sure. So what I did here, you can probably see those two marks right there. I'll get 2 more pieces of firewood off of this end and 1 at the far end, because right down there at the bottom had a little bit of a crook to it, and that'll give me 1 real nice straight 8-footer. Actually, it's about 8 feet 6 inches, so it'll work really well. I'll tell you what, this is going to make somebody a really nice firewood saw, or somebody in the tree service business. Something nice little saw, nice and light, quick. Take a look at how tall this cherry was. It's only about 12 inches, 13 inches at the base. I measured it, and it's 68 feet long. And then where I cut it off, there's probably another 20 or 30 feet left. So that's close to a 100-foot tall cherry tree, and only, you know, like I said, 12 or 13 inches at the base. When they're down in that valley like that, they're trying to compete with those oaks, and they grow real tall. Somehow I'm still in my first tank of fuel. I'll show you everything I got cut so far. All this here, what I got in the trailer. By the way, I'm going to save 8-footer out of this one right here as well. But I got all this cut. All that, all this, that's pretty impressive. Well, I ran almost a full tank of fuel through the MS-261 and it runs great. Now that's the first and last time I'll run that saw. This weekend it's going to belong to somebody else and I'm thrilled about that. Now as far as the title of this video, how that saw can help change the world, let me explain. I think this is fascinating when you really think about it. Over in Germany, right, you've got an employee over there working at the steel factory, made a good bit of this saw over there. He's earning a paycheck, helps supporting his family. Saw goes from Germany to Virginia Beach, right? Same story there in Virginia Beach. From Virginia, comes up here to Pennsylvania. We bought at a dealer this past weekend. Dealer, he makes a few bucks, maybe the salesman does, it works out really well. I used it here tonight for the first time just to kind of break it in and try it out. And you know, I cut up some nice cherry. Some of this cherry will go to heat people's homes. Some of the saw logs will probably end up as siding in my little cabin. Works great, right? So it kind of impacts me. From here, it's going to Buckinstock this weekend. At that point, it's going to be raffled off. All the proceeds from this saw goes to help, you know, at-risk youth. It's a really good program they have out there, and I'm really happy to be part of that. And then from there, somebody's going to take this saw and maybe have a little firewood business, cutting firewood for themselves, or a tree service, or, you know, cutting limbs off their driveway or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, this saw is brand new and it already has a little story to it. And I'd be thrilled, you know, to kind of find out what happens 10 years down the road and where this thing goes from here. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting when you think of everywhere it's been already, and this is the first time it's used. You know, you got people making money that work for Stihl, salesmen, you got, you know, at-risk kids getting a little something. Get to meet Buck and Billy Ray this weekend, and all of this that I'm talking about is only possible because of you guys watching this channel. It's amazing. We've met so many nice people, you know, at Boonville, New York, at Paul Bunyan last year. We'll be at Paul Bunyan this year. And we get so many supportive messages and emails, and man, we just can't keep up with them all, but please keep them coming. You know, rain days, that's what we like to do. It's a fantastic community, it really is, and I'm just thrilled to how this all works. I really am. So if it wasn't for all you guys, I'd never have a YouTube channel, because I would have started this and been like, after, you know, 6 months, nobody's watching this, why am I wasting my time? But you are watching it and you seem to enjoy it, and we really, really appreciate it, and we appreciate the support. It's been fantastic. So this weekend we'll have a video or two from Buckinstock. I'm going to meet Buck and Billy Ray for the first time. Great guy. We text like once a week now, or even sometimes more than that. And it'll be a pleasure to meet him and all the other guys that support his channel that'll be at Buckinstock. And we're looking forward to this weekend for sure. But anyway, I think that's about it. The MS-261 is going to make somebody a really nice saw. It really is. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.